Hello, all of you professional gamers out there in the world. I am Mega Amster, and I've got another exciting video for all of you today. So this one's going to be a good one because E3 isn't coming up. It's in, as of right now, E3 2021 is officially going to start, I think, Saturday, which is in 4 days from now, June 13th. No, June 12th. June 12th. Correct myself there. It's exciting. We haven't had an E3 since 2019, 2 years ago. Obviously, because of the pandemic last year, we weren't able to have that event even go on. It's all digital this year, which, I mean, for someone like me who's never been to E3, and I mean, I don't know if I ever will go in person, it's just, it's kind of usual. It's the typical video presentations that we're going to see, but it'll be cool to see. It'll just all be digital, so nobody's going to have, like, an in-person conference, from what I understand, but if you follow any of the content on this channel, I am mainly big into, like, Nintendo games. I mean, I explore a lot of other stuff outside of it, but I really wanted to create a predictions video specific for Nintendo. That is the one I'm most hyped for. That's the one I'm going to be definitely doing a live reaction to a week from today, Tuesday the 15th. I think it starts at noon, I want to say, on the 15th. I'll have to double check the time. 12 p.m. Eastern, I should specify. But it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm going to be live reacting to it for sure. I got the day off of work, so I'm definitely going to be doing that. But what I wanted to do is, essentially, we're a week out now. I wanted to wait until Nintendo confirmed their event. What I want to do is actually list some of my predictions and kind of rank them based on how likely I think that they are to happen. Could any of these happen? I mean, really anything could, in theory, but, like, obviously some are more likely than others. So I wanted to just kind of do a little tier list with all of you, but let me get that tier list up. And here we go. Also, can I just say, Tier Maker is really finicky. I was hoping I could just, like, drag and drop these images I put into this list, because I didn't want any of you to see beforehand. So I have this, like, really weird workaround where I have all the images I need at the bottom of the screen. You can just barely see them, and I know which ones they are, so hopefully it's still a surprise. Let me get the list up on my end. Essentially, the way I structured this... Oh, there you can see traps in the background. This is the right one. Yeah. Okay, I got it. So, essentially, yeah, the way this is going to work is I wanted to kind of... Because what I want to do is make a bingo sheet. You know, like when you make those bingo sheets for the Nintendo presentations, and then, like, you know, you see how many you get right, and if you get a bingo, you do something. I don't know if I'll do anything if I get a bingo, but I just do it for the fun of it. I did it for the last Direct as well. The February 2021 Direct as well. Didn't get a bingo there, though, so that's unfortunate. But, oh, I like this song. This is the Smash 4 soundtrack, I know, that I got playing in the background, but it's a good one. But I got all these games up here. Essentially, right, if you think about a bingo sheet, right, it's a 5x5 square, so 25 entries total, and then one free space in the middle. So that's 24 squares to fill in. So I got 24 different... They're different games. They're all different topics. No Switch Pro, I'm just going to say it. Switch Pro's not happening at E3. That could have gone into the absolutely no way category, but they already said it's focusing only on software, so there's not going to be a Switch Pro. There's also not going to be a Switch Pro beforehand, guaranteed, so please just stop talking about it on Twitter. I'm sick of it. Not to go too off topic, but anyways, right, so 24 spots to fill in games. There's going to be 4 that are in the easy category, which I labeled it A through E, just to be funny. The easy money category is like 4 different games that I think are almost guaranteed to be there. Like, they're just shoo-ins. And then each other category up from there has 5 each. Going from easy money all the way up to absolutely no way it's happening. But I'm still throwing it out there in case, you know, it does, and it would be kind of cool if any of these got announced. But with that, let's get into it. So I think when I uploaded these images to Tier Maker, they just kind of put it in a random order. So I'm just going to go in the order they gave it to me. So first one up is... Let's drag this little dude out here. Mario Kart 9 specifically. Okay, so Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still the best-selling game on the Switch currently, and, like, there's almost no reason for them to make a new game. They've also got the mobile game out right now, and they released Live Home Circuit back in, like, October of 2020. Not that that really counts as like a full Mario Kart experience. As much as I would love Mario Kart 9, I don't see it happening. I don't think it's impossible, but I really don't see it happening, at least at this E3. It could happen later in the Switch's life cycle, and I would love for a brand new Mario Kart. Oh, nice F-Zero, that's appropriate. But I'm going to put this in the better not get your hopes up category, just because it's not impossible, but I don't think it's going to happen this year. I would love for it to. I'd love to be wrong there, but I don't think it's going to happen. All right, next one we got up, I believe, is our favorite monkey boy, Donkey Kong. So this goes into the... There was a rumor recently, about like maybe what, a month ago, a few weeks ago, about a new Donkey Kong game. Originally, they said it was 3D, and that it was going to be developed by the Super Mario Odyssey team. But then some other reports said 2D. Either way, I think a Donkey Kong game, a new Donkey Kong game, definitely could happen. We got Tropical Freeze re-released on Switch, what, 2018? And I don't think we've gotten anything since then. So, and like, they still... Donkey Kong's a decent franchise for them. It's not super high selling, but it's like it's up there. I'd put it on the same list as maybe like Kirby, maybe even a little less than Kirby, but it's consistently good. I'm gonna put it in the could go either way category because it's not like it's guaranteed to happen, but it's been a little while. It's been a few years, and the rumors that came up, I know like we're backed by a couple sources. Granted, then again, rumors these days you don't even know who you can trust anymore. But I would love for it to be a 3D game. I really hope it's a new 3D game. That would be hype, especially if it's made by the Mario Odyssey team. That would be really exciting. So I think it could happen. I think there's definitely a decent chance, like a 50-50 chance we could see it at E3 this year. Because it seems like it's time for Donkey Kong, especially, what, the 40th anniversary just happened? Then again, Nintendo's not the best at acknowledging anniversaries besides Mario and Zelda, so who knows. But anyways, Donkey Kong, putting it in the C category. Next up, ooh, we got a spicy one. We got a spicy one. Wait. Maybe it's not the same one. Maybe it's not in the same order. I thought it would be. Hold on, which one is this? Okay, no, it is. Okay, we got a spicy one. Why did it cut off his head? Why did it cut off Fox's head? Okay, so this is for Star Fox. Oh, wow, this music is on point today. Star Fox, no. I'm just gonna say, there's no way it's happening. After Zero, you know, Star Fox just... It was a retread of 64. The controls were very, very... a lot of people didn't like them. A lot of people didn't like the controls. Personally, I actually enjoyed Star Fox Zero. It's the only Star Fox game I've played, granted. But I enjoyed it for what it was. The controls weren't great, but I thought they were interesting enough. But definitely, if they go back to Star Fox, they got to do something more traditional. In terms of control, at least. But I don't think it's happening. They had the whole collaboration with Ubisoft with the Starlink Battle for Atlas that had the Star Fox content in it, but I don't see them announcing anything now for Star Fox. Would it be awesome for Star Fox fans? Oh, of course it would be honestly really cool, but I think Star Fox, I don't think it's in the exact same boat as F-Zero right now, where it's just like pretty much completely dormant, but I think it's going to be a while before we see anything. Maybe next year, I don't know, but I really do not see it happening this year. It would be great, but don't see it happen. Alright, next one. Ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one that I was very, very divisive on first. I was very split on this originally. But this... Breath of the Wild 2. Now, originally, I was going to put this in the C category. Because I was like, you know, it could go either way. If it's a 2022 game, which honestly I think it's coming in 2022, I do not think it is holiday this year. It could be similar to what they did with the original Breath of the Wild, where it comes out in March of next year. Especially, you know, depending on when the Switch Pro launches too, they could coincide this with that, or they could not. They have Legends Arceus to do that too. But honestly, after thinking about it more, I wanted to put it in the D category, the damn good chance of showing up. Because honestly, you know, they announced 2 years ago, and even if it comes out next year, right? This year is Zelda's 35th anniversary. They did say in the February Nintendo Direct earlier this year, 4 months ago, that they would have more news on the sequel to Breath of the Wild this year. Maybe they didn't confirm this year, actually. They might have just said later on. But I think we're going to get it. E3 2021, I feel like, is the time to at least give us another teaser trailer, or give us a little more information. Gameplay, I don't know. They could show it off in the treehouse, but I don't know if they'll do, like, full-on gameplay. Would it be awesome? Oh, hell yeah, but I don't know if they're going to do it. But I think there's a really good chance it is going to show up, even just a little bit, at this year's E3. Even if it comes out next year, I think they'll still want to show it off now, really get the hype for it going. And then maybe later on down the road, if they announce the Switch Pro, they could say, oh, by the way, it's released. The Switch Pro maybe is releasing alongside Breath of the Wild 2. You know, they could do something like that. But I honestly think there's a pretty good chance we're going to see at least a little bit of it this year, which would be exciting. But, ooh, next one's also very interesting. I tried to keep it pretty varied when I picked these, so let's get this one out. This is Kid Icarus Uprising, specifically for the Nintendo Switch. I mean, 3DS is dead, so what else would it be for? Obviously, this was an early 3DS game, and what a lot of people consider to be a really good game. I heard the controls are a little iffy. A lot of hand cramps kind of gotten from some of the gameplay, but a lot of people, I've heard a lot of people want this to be ported to Switch, maybe give it better controls, you know, give it the HD treatment. And to be honest, that would be pretty cool. I never played Uprising. I've been tempted to. It's the only Kid Icarus game I haven't played, which is funny enough. I've been playing the Game Boy one. The Game Boy one's, it's not that good. But I'm gonna put this in the B category. Like, they could do it, I suppose. But I mean, they wouldn't need Sakurai to port it over, I don't think. I mean, they could get, like, what, Grezzo or somebody like that, right? They just handled Miitopia, the Switch port of Miitopia from 3DS. They could do something similar for Kid Icarus. There could be a lot of games. They could do Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask as well. There's so many 3DS games they could put over. Kid Icarus would be awesome, but I don't see that as being a high priority for Nintendo, unless they wanted to do more with Kid Icarus, and therefore they wanted to get that onto... Oh, I love this song. To get onto, like, the more of the mainstream, then they could put it on the Switch. But I just... Don't get your hopes up. It would be really cool, and I would love to see it, you know, just to get this game more attention and maybe give it another chance on Switch, because from what I've heard, it's a really well-made game. Besides the controls are a little iffy, but it would be cool to see there. Just give these other games more life, or another chance at life on Switch. But with that, let's go on to another one, which some news came out about it recently, but this is WarioWare, so a new WarioWare game. There was a survey, I think it was Beta64, who said, like, his wife got a survey or something from Nintendo that said, how likely would you be to pay, I think it was like £50 or something, or $50 for a new WarioWare game on Switch. So it was very, very specific. And, like, that's such a specific thing to the point where, like, it seems like, okay, they're at least considering making, or putting a WarioWare game on Switch, like a new WarioWare game on Switch. I'm going to put this in the damn good chance category. The only thing I could see against it happening at E3 specifically is that maybe it's not E3 caliber announcement, but I still feel like they could. I feel like people would get excited about it. You know, you could even just throw it in, just give it like a 30-second, 1-minute trailer, just something super quick. Everybody knows what WarioWare is. Just show us a little bit, maybe talk more about it in depth in another direct later, but just an announcement for it would be really cool. And I mean, based on that survey, and I just think in general, like, WarioWare is still... It's been on almost every platform since it originated on the Game Boy Advance, so it'd be really cool. It'd be cool to see a brand new one, too, and I feel like it definitely could happen. So, putting it in the D category, but... Oh, next one's very... Oh, the next couple are ridiculously spicy. Okay, here we go. Here we go. It had to happen. Let's bring him out here. Bring out the captain. There he is. You already know where he's going. Yeah, it's not happening, but it's got to be on the list somewhere, right? I think it was in my Nintendo Direct from February of 2021 bingo sheet as well. It's not going to happen. It's just not happening. Nintendo said themselves they tried to find like a unique way or whatever. A unique way. They don't need a unique way. They could literally just re-release GX on Switch or make a new one, or like make a new one with online. That's all you got to add, and it would be literally so hype. So... It's not going to happen, though. They're not going to do it. F-Zero is in a worse state than Star Fox. It's just dormant, you know? I would love to see them do something with it, but there's nothing else to say. There's just no way it's going to happen. If it does, that's going to be crazy. But next one is also super spicy. Kind of in a literal sense, too, if we bring him out. I literally put this in at the last minute. I was like, okay, you know what? Because originally I had Mario Kart 9 in the absolutely no way category, and I was like, you know what? There's a slight chance it could happen this year. Then I'm like, okay, I need a different one for the A category. So I just, you know, found the picture of Flaming Chibi Robo, as you do. I put him up there. Chibi Robo's dead. After Ziplash on 3DS, there's just no way. I just wanted to throw it in there for shits and giggles. It's just, there's no way it would ever happen. It's not gonna happen. Would it be cool? I mean, yeah, but, like, Ziplash kind of turned Chibi Robo. It was a platformer, rather than, like, from what I understand, like in a 3D exploration kind of game that the original Chibi Robo games were. So it just wasn't in the same vein. So I think that was kind of Chibi Robo's last chance, was on the 3DS of trying to get some success out of that, and it just didn't sell well at all from what I heard. So I don't see it happening. It's just it was a fun one to throw in there, but no way. This next one I could definitely see happening. Slightly more realistic, but I got the NES. I think this is the NES sprite from the original Metroid. This is for a new 2D Metroid game, or, you know, not even new 2D Metroid, just anything 2D Metroid. Mercury Steam obviously did Samus Returns, the remake of Metroid 2 on 3DS, what, 4 years ago? And that was actually a pretty good game. I played that and I really enjoyed it. And, you know, I don't know what they've been working on recently. You know what I mean? Maybe to tide fans over for before Metroid Prime 4 releases. You know, they could do a 2D Metroid. I really think it could go either way, to be honest. It's definitely not guaranteed or not, like, super, super likely, but it definitely could happen. I mean, if they want to keep interest alive in Metroid, which I don't even know if Nintendo wants to do, to be honest. And yeah, you could say, like, the anniversary's coming. The anniversary's actually this year, I think. Same with Zelda. They were both released in the same year in Japan, I believe. But they don't have to acknowledge it, but I still think there's a decent chance. If they want to get Mercury Steam on a brand new game, give us Metroid 5, that would be awesome. Or even, I don't know, people have been talking about a Super Metroid remake or, like, something like that. Or even Samus Returns on Switch would be cool. You know, more people should play that game because it's actually a really good remake. But I think it really could go either way. Next one. Get my boy out here. Kirby! So Kirby, honestly, I think has a pretty damn good chance of showing up. It's been... when did we got, like, Kirby Fighters 2, whatever it was, just, like, dropped on Switch last year. And we haven't had a main Kirby game since Star Allies in 2018, I believe. And even then, like, it was just kind of... They had used that 2D formula since Return to Dreamland on Wii. And so it got a little tiring, and the developers even said they're working on the next phase of Kirby. And, you know, they've been teasing that for a while now, so it could be time. I think they very well could show Kirby. I believe Star Allies was announced at E3 2017. Kirby Star Allies, and then released the following year. So they could definitely do the same thing with Kirby this year. Announce the new Kirby game at E3 and then release it like spring next year. Is it a 3D Kirby game is the question. I'm not going to go that far to predict that, but I think Kirby, at least, just any sort of new Kirby game, I think we're going to see. Or I think there's a pretty good chance we will see. It's not a shoo-in, but I really think we could definitely see it this E3. And that would be a nice quick announcement, kind of like WarioWare, but it would be a good one to get excited about, because Kirby is consistently good. Let me just do a time check. Oh, jeez, okay. Gotta go through these faster, I guess. Next one. I don't have much knowledge about this topic, but this is Monolith Soft. So supposedly they have a new project in the works. We don't know if it's Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I doubt it would be Xenoblade Chronicles X, but supposedly there is a new IP that they're working on. It might not be Xenoblade, I'm not sure. Supposedly one of the composers, or a couple of the composers for the Xenoblade Chronicles franchise, have been kind of teasing that they've been working on music. So I really think it could go either way, honestly. It's definitely not like a guaranteed thing, but I think from what we've heard, some of the news building up, it definitely could be something related to Monolith Soft. But whether it's Xenoblade Chronicles 3 or whether it's a completely new IP, we'll have to see. To be honest, it's kind of been almost... because Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was in 2017 at the very end of the year, so honestly I think it's been almost the same amount of time between Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2 as it has been between 2 and now. I could be wrong on that. Like I said, I'm not too knowledgeable about Monolith Soft, but I think we could definitely see, that would be a good E3 announcement, I think, to have their new project, whatever it is, just be talked about there, shown off a little bit. Ooh, oh, we're getting to some really spicy ones. Okay, whew. You already know what category this one's going in once you see it. Up into the A category! Oh, well, I hate how this... It's because I said it's a square, I think. It cuts it off. I shouldn't have done square. It says other, yes. Other game besides Mother 3. Mother 3 is not happening. As much as it would be cool if it did, it's just... Don't even get your hopes. Don't even think about it. It's not gonna happen. There's so much controversy with that game. And, like... Supposedly there were rumors about it coming out on Wii U as kind of like Earthbound Beginnings did, but it's just, no. It's not happening. Mother 3 is just, no. It's not gonna be there. Sorry. I don't know what to tell you. What the hell? Hold on. I gotta pull something up quick. Yeah, I just wanted to throw that on there because, like, every time, I always throw that on there. I don't know if I did put that on there for the February Nintendo Direct of this past year. I might not have, but let me get that other list back up. Okay, there's really nothing else to say about Mother 3. It's just, it's not happening. I'm sorry. This next one, Prime 4, it was going to come up at some point. You knew it was going to come up. I think this has a slightly better chance than Mother 3. I'm going to put this in the B category because it's not impossible, but I really do think, like, yeah, still don't get your hopes up, right? I mean, they've restarted development before, and, like, they had some you know, because they had Bandai Namco working on it before with Nintendo, and then Nintendo didn't like how it was coming out, and they would just scrap that whole thing, and then brought Retro back in to work on Prime 4, which was cool, which is an awesome move, so hopefully it'll be at least somewhat good. But, you know, it's still, I don't think it's ready to show off. Maybe, like, another tiny teaser trailer. Maybe with some, like, just a cinematic trailer. We could see that, but I still wouldn't get your hopes up because, you know, because it's been in development for so long and it got scrapped and restarted and all this crap. I just don't get your hopes up too much. That's what I'm trying to say. The next one is our first easy money shoe-in category, and that is Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity DLC. So, back in the February Nintendo Direct, they announced that Age of Calamity was going to be getting Season Pass DLC, and the first wave of that DLC is going to be it's going to be released actually at the end of this month, the end of June. There was some bonus that if you bought the Season Pass early, you got that last month, but this is the first like wave of DLC that actually includes new characters. I think it was new like story scenarios, maybe a new map. I don't know. But we're gonna get new characters at the very least. I do know. I'm guessing it's probably gonna be Rabba and Rabba and Puri. I do that every time. Robbie and Pura, probably as playable characters. That's what I'm gonna guess. But we shall see. But I think they're gonna at least talk about it. Maybe even announce who the characters are gonna be at this. At E3, I really think they're going to at least say something about it coming. I just think that's almost like guaranteed, right? It's going to be at the end of the month. If they're going to be focusing a lot on Zelda at this E3, you know, especially Breath of the Wild 2, you know, it's the anniversary, get people even more hyped for more Zelda stuff with, you know, just a small thing, but I really think it's going to be there. I think it's really good. It's just going to happen. Next one I also think is pretty much guaranteed to happen is the next... Oh, no! Go back. The next Animal Crossing New Horizons update, they're probably going to mention it. I mean, right, Animal Crossing still is the second best-selling Switch game. You know, it's sold so well for them. And even though E3 is definitely focused more on the hardcore gamers, a lot of other gamers in general will still watch it. And they'll want to announce it for, like, their investors, too, to keep the game interesting. So they're going to have some quick update to talk about. I really hope it's a more in-depth update. Animal Crossing New Horizons was the only game I've played. And from what I've heard, there's a lot of things still missing from New Leaf, which, no, get the hell out of here. What? Okay, I gotta sit through the stupid ad, sorry about that. But essentially, yeah, like, I think they're gonna announce some kind of update, even if it's like the tiniest stupid thing, like, oh, the wedding season's back, which they already announced, but that could literally be it. Oh, swimming's back this summer, like, you know what I mean? It would just be really annoying. Oh, I can't skip the ad, hold up. No, skip the... What the hell? No. Why is it... Hold on. Why the hell is it doing this? Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh, you saw some of them already? Oh, no. Let me drag some of these ones back in. Sorry about that. That's super annoying. What the hell? Anyways, okay. We're back. We're back. Got that recovered. But yeah, I think they're going to announce some kind of update for Animal Crossing. Just something small. A little small announcement. But, you know, whether maybe if they want to make it a bigger update, you know, bring back Brewster with, like, the whole coffee shop. Gyroids. You know, people want the other gyroids besides just Lloyd in the game. There supposedly was a data mine that you can grow, like, crops besides pumpkins and stuff, too, which would be cool. Maybe announce that, but there's going to be some kind of, even if it's a tiny little update, they'll probably talk about it. Next one was something that I found interesting, and I know this is kind of controversial, but essentially a sequel to ARMS. A lot of people think that ARMS didn't sell well, and like if you look at the sales data, it actually sold like what, 3 million? I don't even remember what the actual number is, but it sold decently well for a new IP. Not as well. I don't think it did as well as like Splatoon did, and for the Wii U, that was, you know, really good. I don't think it sold that well, but it still sold pretty well, and I think I'm still gonna put it in the better not get your hopes up category just because it wasn't like super successful, and I mean, I don't know if there really would be a reason to make a sequel at this point. They definitely could, and enhance it a little bit. I think that would be cool to see because I really like the concept of ARMS. I played a little bit of it. I played it with a friend owned it, and we played a little bit, and it was pretty fun. And the DLC ended a while ago. You know, I could see them trying to maybe make a sequel. I don't know, but I would definitely want to get your hopes up for it, but I could see some kind of possibility. Maybe later on, or for the next Switch, they could do that, but it could be a chance either way. What's up next? Oh, last absolutely no way category. Pikmin 4! It's not happening. I'm sorry. I have a friend who's I have a couple friends who are really big Pikmin fans. I am sorry. They are just not... It's not happening this year. As much as I would love for it to happen, it's just... No. It's not going to happen. Which is, yeah, it's unfortunate. Just making sure I have everything up. Okay, good. But, no, come on. And why is it like... Oh, I see. Okay. It's not going to happen. We just got Pikmin 3 Deluxe last year on Switch. Maybe next year it would happen. Supposedly Pikmin 4 has been in development forever, but we haven't heard anything about it yet. So I don't know what's going to happen there, but either way, I don't think it's going to happen this year. Next one is another shoo-in. Get you out of here. Smash Brothers, you know, this is going to happen. It's literally going to happen. I know I'm running on a little long, so I'm going to try to wrap this up in the next, like, few minutes or so. We're going to see at least the next Fighters Pass character announced. It's gonna happen. It's literally, out of everything on this list, this is the one, like, if I had to pick one thing guaranteed to be there, it's gonna be at least the next Smash Brothers Fighters Pass character. They also could announce the final one. You know, we could see both, like they did E3 2019 with Hero and Banjo, or they could just do one. If they announce the first one, if they announce the next character right at the start of their E3 2021 presentation, then I think the chance of them announcing the second one goes way up. If they don't, then I might be like, maybe they won't do it now. Could go either way, but we're at least going to see that next character. As to who it is, I want it to be Crash. I'm not going to even try to predict who it is, but like Crash, I don't know, Master Chief, Sora would be a cool one. Realistic picks would be like, I don't know, Gen 8 Pokemon. I know people throw Ryu Hayabusa out there. Let's get Glover in there. Honestly, let's just get Glover in there. Just make it a complete game. Everyone will be there. But we'll see. We're gonna see something Smash related. The next character at least, which would be really cool. Either way, let's move on to the next one. We've got Splatoon 3. Now, they revealed this at the February Direct of this year, and it was announced that it's coming out 2022. So it's not coming this year, it's coming next year, but I still think there's a pretty good chance that it will at least show up in some regard here. You know, I think they might want to spread out the announcements a bit before 2022 and just kind of build up hype slowly. And E3 would be a good platform for it, right? That's where they announced the original Splatoon, however many years ago on Wii U. And I definitely think they could show it off here, at least a little bit, even if it's not coming out next year. In their announcement, they said mostly 2021 games, which means there's going to be at least one 2022 game. And, you know, that could definitely be Splatoon 3, so I could see that. That also could relate to Breath of the Wild 2 if that's a 2022 game, which I really think it is. But I still think they have a pretty good chance of showing off Splatoon 3 here. Just get people hyped up slowly before it comes out. Next one is our last damn good chance category. This is No More Heroes 3. So this game comes out... This is like one of the only third-party games I have on here, actually. This game comes out in August, so in a couple months. And the reason why I don't put it in easy money is because the last like news bit they had was they had their own live stream announcement for it. And they revealed a good amount of details about the game there. So I don't know if they would really talk much more about it here. But they did reveal the game at E3 2019, so it definitely could have some kind of chance in the spotlight here. Even if it's just in the little slideshow, like they have usually at the end of their videos before like their one last thing announcement. I could definitely see it show up there and just be like releasing in a couple months, you know. Maybe we might not get more details about it, or if it is, it's going to be hidden in the footage, knowing Suda. It's going to be in the footage somewhere hidden in there. But I think there's definitely a pretty good chance it'll show up in some regard, but it just may not be too in-depth. Next one. Ooh, next one is an interesting one that I've seen thrown out there. So Mario Party. You know, we had the online update for Super Mario Party just come out recently, and a lot of people think that is, you know, kind of like a testing grounds for a Mario Party sequel, a Super Mario Party 2, if you will, with online play integrated right off the bat. And I definitely agree. I just don't know if now is the time to announce it. I really think it could go either way. There were also some renders of, like, I think it was Diddy Kong that were leaked online somehow, or like on Nintendo's website, that were brand new. People confirmed they were brand new. And I don't think Diddy Kong's in Mario Golf, so they weren't Mario Golf renders. which leads a lot of people to believe that they could be for Mario Party, the sequel to Super Mario Party, as Diddy Kong was... Wait, was Diddy Kong in? I don't even remember if Diddy Kong was in Super Mario Party 2. He might not have been. I think he was, but I could be wrong. Maybe he's new in the next one. I don't know. But I think there's a good chance, even though they just released the online update for Super Mario Party, I really think that was a testing ground for, okay, we have this new online framework, let's test it out here for a little bit, then we'll release Mario Party 2 later with it right out of the gate, and that would be great. And hopefully they would make new boards, even more new boards, maybe make them a little more interesting. The minigames, I thought the minigames were really good in Super Mario Party, it was just the boards could have used some work, so I would love to see that. And yeah, I really think it could go either way. It's not guaranteed because we just had Super Mario Party like 3 years ago, but even still, like, Mario Parties don't... They release a decent amount of Mario Parties. They usually don't wait too long for them, so we could definitely see it this year. Nice casual game to announce, too. The next game... Might not be able to see the image of that, but this is for Pokemon Legends Arceus. I didn't put the Diamond and Pearl remakes on here. I only wanted one spot for Pokemon, and I decided to put this one. I really think this could go either way, because they announced it releases in January of 2022, which is 7 months away, so it's still a decent amount of time. However, I feel like that game has generated enough hype because it's a brand new idea for Pokemon, open world, supposedly. Just a kind of Breath of the Wild for Pokemon, pretty much. So I really think if they want to generate even more hype for this game, maybe they talk a little bit about it here, show off newer gameplay that's more stable, because they most likely showed us an older build last time in that Pokemon Presents a few months back. So it looked a little rough then. Hopefully, if they did show it off, it would look a little better now, which I think it would. But that would be a good way to reassure people, generate enough hype. I do put it in go either way, especially because it's releasing next year. But the Nintendo did say they would focus mostly on 2021 games, so there could be 2022 stuff there too. But the main reason why I put it in there as well is because Pokemon sometimes does their own events where they'll talk about the games, but they usually mention Pokemon like very, very briefly in some of these E3 events. So I could definitely see them showing this one off for a bit. Maybe new gameplay, just show it cleaned up a little bit would be cool. We're almost done here. We actually have 2 more left, so that's great. One of them is easy money, one of them's better not get your hopes up. So let's take a guess at which one this is. Yeah, easy money for this one. Skyward Sword HD. Originally I was thinking I might put this in the damn good chance category because Nintendo has been slowly like talking about Skyward Sword HD on their Twitter account. But I think it does release next month. I really think they want to at least highlight it a little bit. Maybe similar to No More Heroes 3, put it in like their slideshow at the end. Or even if there's something new in this game, like new content, maybe they'll want to highlight that a bit. I know a lot of people complain about it, seems like, you know, you're paying $60 for the HD version of the same game from 10 years ago, which is not true at all. You know, it's obviously enhanced 60 frames, the new textures and everything, button controls. But I could definitely, I feel like it's going to be there somehow. Even if there's not really a big focus on it, they'll probably focus slightly more on Breath of the Wild too. But they could definitely at least mention it, maybe say if there's new content, you know, show it off in their slideshow, whatever they want to do. But it's going to be there. I really think it will. And for the final one, it's going to go into the better not get your hopes up category. Let's see if you can guess what this is before I pull it up. Take your guesses. All right, time's up. Bayonetta 3. Woo! No, no, not that bad of a chance. I really think, right, Kamiya has said over and over again that Bayonetta 3 is, the development's going okay, but we have no idea what's happening with that game. It was announced Game Awards 2017. We haven't heard about it since. I assume it's going to be Switch exclusive, but it actually might not be. Platinum's been kind of putting their games out on other platforms too. I don't know if they have an exclusivity deal for Bayonetta with Nintendo still. They might, I don't know, but I could show up just because it's been in development for so long. We haven't heard about it since, but Kamiya says it's in development, supposedly. He did say something about news. I think he said something about news might be coming out soon. Take that as you will, but it would be really cool to see Bayonetta 3 at E3 either way. I don't think it's a super likely chance, but we could see it. Anyways, that is it. There's my tier list. Oh god, 35 minutes, whatever. I mean, I should have expected this video to be this long, just because 24 different games that I put on here, and I'm gonna make my bingo sheet later. Hopefully, Nintendo doesn't announce anything before their event, like related to any of these games or anything else. Hopefully they just save it for the digital event. Otherwise, it's going to screw up my bingo sheet. But I'm going to make my bingo sheet at a later time. Probably soon, honestly. I might as well just make it while I have this list up. But that is going to be it for this video. So thank you so much for watching if you did. I'm just trying to wrap it up because this is going on so long. And let me know in the comments if you agree with my rankings here. Maybe, is Chibi Robo easy money? Is Chibi Robo happening this year? Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, I'm excited for E3. I hope you are too. I'll be live reacting to it next week, a week from today, actually, Tuesday the 15th at 12 p.m. I believe it's starting. I'm considering doing Microsoft as well on that Sunday, but I'll update on Twitter when I do that. And I should be starting streaming Spyro 2 tonight, so that's going to be exciting for me, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on YouTube. Yeah, I'm excited, so hopefully you all are too, excited for the Nintendo event. I think it could be good. Try to keep your expectations fairly low still in general, you know, just so you're not overall disappointed. But I think it's going to be good. I think we're going to get at least some good announcements, and it's always exciting to have E3 around, right? Just for the announcements itself, it's going to be a great time. So thank you all for watching again, and I will catch you on the next video or stream. Take care.